Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're back with another episode of our King Daemon the Rogue King Targaryen series. We're back on the Game of Thrones mod. We're playing on the House of the Dragon scenario. Here today, we're going to be dealing with Daemon's rule. So, if you'd like to send that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, so King Westeros has passed away tragically by no fault of our own. You have to go watch the last episode. So Daemon conquered the Stepstones in the Narrow Sea. The Pirate King married the Princess Rhaenyra and now sits on the throne of King's Landing. So we have to go through and deal with Daemon's rule. We need to establish ourselves as the king, fix up the small council, and I'm sure we're going to have to keep an eye on the Greyjoys, the Starks that could potentially rebel. House Martell and Dorne has yet to join the Seven Kingdoms, and I'm sure the Triarchy will still want to take the Stepstones back. Okay, so I've gone through and appointed the small council. So Eustace, a lowborn, is now Hand of the King. We've managed to bring in Gendry of Bramsfort as our Master of Coin. Lord Benjen Stark is currently the Master of Law. Lord Rayford of Rollingford is our Master at Arms. We've managed to give Lord Donnell of House Gaunt to be the Master of Whisperers. And Corlys Velaryon is the Master of Ships, who helped us out in the Stepstones. I imagine that's quite fitting. We also will need to get Daemon's children married off, and I'm sure there's other stuff we need to do in the realm. Okay, so Kingsguard wives, let's have a look. So Sir Criston Cole is on the Kingsguard. Yikes. Stefan Darklin, Rip, is here. Eric and Arik Cargyle. So do we imagine that one of these guys will be the Lawn Commander? Because we have to appoint one. Where is Harold Westerling? I've been missing him in HOTD. Where has he been? Oh, wait, here he is. Here he is. Harold Westerling. Nice. Okay, so he's now Lord Commander. I think that's fine. Alright, so let's reclaim King's Landing as our capital, moving it from the Stepstones. We probably can go through and fix up King Daemon's inventory as well. Because we want to try and do that. Also, Viserys did have some children with Alicent, so we want to try and marry them in. I don't want to convert to crown ladder culture. Alright, let's give him a crown. We've got to give him the Conqueror's crown, I think. No armor. We don't have any awesome Valyrian steel armor like Aegon did in the show. I wonder if it's the same armor that Euron Greyjoy has in the books. Got some dragon eggs as well. We've got Dark Sister and... oh, we got Blackfire. I think if we're wearing the Conqueror's crown, we got to have the Conqueror's sword. Could you imagine Daemon dual-wielding Dark Sister and Blackfire? That'd be so cool. Maybe we give Dark Sister to Daemon and Rhaenyra's son, Aegon the First. We've still got Aegor, Emma, and then there's still Viserys' children. Because we do want to try and avert the Greens versus the Blacks civil war that happens in House of the Dragon, ideally. Okay, so let's try and marry in here. So in this alternative timeline, Daemon does have two illegitimate Targaryen daughters. Mysaria and there's another one I can't remember. So we want to try and get her to be tutored somewhat. We don't want her to be a terrible character. I don't want to legitimize Mysaria. Narissa is the other one. That's it. I forgot the names. I obviously didn't want them. Ideally, I wanted Rhaenyra's children, but it took us a while before we banished Mysaria, the White Worm. We probably should grant some pardons as well to some of the small folk here that are a part of our realm. They might have been under Viserys' rule, so... although we took the throne in suspicious circumstances, I do want to try and make Daemon a just king. We are over the realm titles, but that might not be too bad if we can hold them. Okay, so we've got 3 political prisoners, a lowborn. Let's negotiate his release. with a weak hook, I suppose. Another lowborn. I wish you could see why these were imprisoned. One is from the Martells, because they were at war, because they did attack Daemon at some point. Well, maybe we need to go after the Martells. I'm sure Daemon has a grudge against them. So let's have a quick look at the Targaryen family tree. So Daemon has his 2 illegitimate children, then he has his son and heir Aegon. Now Viserys, before Alicent died of childbirth, had 3 children, Alyssa, Emma, and Aegor. We've got Prince Aemon's line here with Rhaenys Velaryon, the Baratheon daughter, with Laenor. I've also got Vago, who is currently at Old Town. We should be able to actually invite him to court, which would be nice. He might be able to... He is the Archmaester in Old Town, but he might actually be able to serve on the throne. Emma Arryn, we've got Aegor Targaryen. We've got Sierra Targaryen in the east, who's still alive. Okay, so... Oh, interesting. So Viserys had his children married off, well, betrothed. So maybe we break that betrothal. Yeah, so there will be a negative penalty, but that's okay. I want to make sure that the line gets shortened a bit. We don't want to have too many dragon claimants. We're going to have to be a little bit careful. We don't want to try and send too many Targaryen or illegitimate Targaryens to the other houses, because then they're going to have a chance of taking dragons. But I think if we marry Aegon to Alyssa, and then maybe Mazaria, the illegitimate, to Aegor, because then that would weaken his claim to the throne, I suppose. Yeah. It's just, I nearly would banish these illegitimate Targaryen daughters if I could. Brutal, but we've changed up the betrothal. And Mazaria can marry Aegor, my nephew, I think. We'll make sure these betrothals get done. Yikes, I'm sure this isn't going to cause a civil war. Aegor being changed around betrothal-wise. Not marrying his sister, but his cousin. Hopefully this doesn't lead to, inadvertently, a war in the House of the Dragon. Okay, so hopefully that's now done. And we've solidified our rule. Nice. Okay, so let's bring in my uncle, Archmaester Vago, to be Hand of the King. He's got some fantastic influence there at a whopping 34. So let's name Vago as Hand of the King. The lowborn won't get too upset. Alright, so we've gone through the small council. We've managed to solidify his position, and now let's hold court. Burp. Okay, so it looks like the High Septon has let out a burp. Arik looks at me, basically saying I should do something about it. Well, look, who hasn't let out a belch often? The High Septon is essentially the Pope in this universe, so this one seems to be overly grotty and grotesque, but we don't want to offend the faith yet. Already, the High Septon and the Faith of the Seven aren't really too happy of the Targaryen interbreeding. We do have an exemption to keep the dragon blood within the house. I think it's called like Targaryen exceptionalism, but it is frowned upon in the faith. Okay, so let's get ready to hold court as King Daemon sits upon the Iron Throne. Okay, so my lord, a peasant approaches. A monster prowls Long Lake, killing cattle and farms alike. Please send your strongest hunters and save us from its vicious jaws. So I can go in and kill the beast, which should be funny. No, take this gold and deal with it yourself. I would much rather Daemon and Caraxi stay. Don't be such a Daemon thing to do though. Right, let's go kill this bear. Alright, next. Okay, so it looks like this wandering traveler is offering information in the far north about rumors. No, we do not need rumor mongers in this court. Be gone, Daemon says. Alright, a child of court. Olyssa. The girl has... okay, so her papa is dead, and what should we do with her? She's alone. Kingsguard Arik has brought her forward. Maybe it was a family friend. Unfortunately, the Crown House Targaryen has no need for her. We can actually adopt her to become a Targaryen. A crown lender? That's so bizarre. No, the king does not need, and she doesn't look like a dragon seed, potentially. My business is done, and King Daemon upon the Iron Throne looks fantastic. I love how it looks like what the throne should be, rather than in Game of Thrones. Okay, it is time to bring Dawn into the Seven Kingdoms. We're going to make plans and preparations to attack them. We already got rid of the last Prince of Dawn. The Ironwoods have married in, and Princess Arianne now sits there. So we want to force them to submit to the Iron Throne. So there's a couple options here. Draconically, I thought it's a dragon. Draconian law, draconically attack. Okay, so we basically just want to subjugate them here. Our rally point is set in the Stepstones, which actually isn't too bad, because then we don't have to send the army from King's Landing. Alright, let's conduct a Dragon Terror campaign, rally the forces, and then hopefully bring Dawn in. I guess it's a little bit aggressive going after them. Let's get my auntie in the east, who's always keen to join these wars. Sierra Targaryen, the daughter of Jaehaerys. So it doesn't look like any other Targaryens are going to help us out. The Valarians nor Rhaenyra in Dragonstone. But essentially this is where we're getting it from. We've got the Crownland army now. We don't just have the Stepstones army, and we got the Dragonstone one. I can't bring Corlys in. No, doesn't seem to be. And no one else wants to send any military forces just yet. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be able to get 17,000 plus Rhaenyra and probably Laenor. Oh, here we go. 24,000 Dornish are about to land in the Stepstones. So it looks like the battle for House Martell is going to happen here. We're still dealing with this conquest of the Stepstones tome, which I'm not really too fussed about. So we're just adding more chapters to the book. Alright, so we've got a battle here in the Stepstones. The Battle of Sakka's Grotto. And we're about to crush them. My grip on Caraxes tightens as I swoop near the battle at the grotto. These flames slice through the enemy's lines, and we're currently fighting Lady Denise of Lemonwood. So we're about to win a glorious battle here. King Daemon Targaryen wins another glorious victory on Caraxes. We have lost 1,000, but still have a strong army. Okay, so just trying to chase the Martells as they run into the interior. We're going to win another victory. And a small secret has been exposed. Tilly Waters. Who are these people? House Cave. I don't care about this house. Some random house in the Riverlands. Why are you giving me this? Right, we've crushed the army in the Stepstones. Now let's go to Sunspear. A secret has been exposed in court. 2 irrelevant lords. These accusations are naught but malice and lies. I don't care. No one important. Let's attack Sunspear. For the second time. A stone egg. Okay, this is more important. I enter Aegon's room, approaching where his dragon egg is cradled, waiting to be hatched. I run my hands over it. Oh no, it's cold. Let's try another. Let's give Aegon another egg. So I don't know what births that dragon. Was the bronze egg. So unfortunately, whatever that dragon is going to be no more. Boiling in anger, you may be king, but you... Oh, okay. So Lord Vicon is just upset with our rule. Well, he hasn't declared his independence yet. Great. He threatens us, essentially. Got drunk and said some bad things. Alright, let's get Caraxes, the Bloodworm, to burn Sunspear again. You'd think the Martells would learn. First time they tried to throw out Daemon from the Stepstones, helping the Triarchy. Now we come for a second time. Sheltering from the storm. Okay, so for whatever reason, Daemon's on a walk in a maelstrom, and he somehow finds a house owned by Otto Hightower. Okay, so Otto is currently kind of jaded. He's my main rival at the moment, minus 100. I'm sure he's sad that Alicent died of childbirth. Westeros is no more. House and his grandchildren are marrying into our line. So, okay. To the cocky Daemon, did you sleep well? Enjoy a night of my people's hospitality. So basically, I think he tried to get rid of us there. We probably just need to get rid of him. A crushing blow. So this is just more of the tomes again. Rhaenyra. The Queen. The Golden Dragon. Okay, so we've managed to capture Princess Arianne and the banner of House Martell. Nice. Let's enforce these demands. And so be it. So House Martell, in theory now, should be fully under the control of the Iron Throne. Yep, it's now been brought into the Seven Kingdoms. She is now Lady Arianne, and she's still married to the Ironwood. So yeah, Corran, who died in the Battle of the Stepstones, he was the leader that attacked Daemon the first time. And then, yeah, his sister rose to the throne. Okay, so here are the stats for those victories. Nicely done. Okay, so we're currently in debt after that war, so I'm going to negotiate with the Iron Bank of Bravos, which has the big statue of Rhodes, which is cool. Let's go with living off the land. We've nearly finished the strategic line. We're in debt, which is affecting our control. I'm just going to take a modest loan. We're going to be able to pay it back because we're making 7.1 gold per turn. We just lost a little bit, so we need to build that back up. You know what? After that war, we probably got some prisoners to deal with. Unfortunately, so he actually... Okay, so you can't appoint Archmaester to be Hand of the King. He's gone back. I could actually appoint Arianne to the Hand of the King, but no, we just fought a war against her. She's really good, but I'm not going to do it. So I guess we just get Eustace back. I'm sure the Reef shuffling will be fine. Arik, I don't want to keep Otto in either, so let's get Eustace, a lowborn who's loyal of the Riverland. Okay, so Lord Edric, the Silver Star of House Dane, for 100. That's nice. And that's probably going to pay off our debt to the Iron Bank at some point. We've also got some other political prisoners. Oh, nice! Aegon. Oh, he's got a dragon! Oh, he's so cute! Oh. Wait, what? Bradzima, whatever? Bradzima. Okay, that's an interesting name. Maybe I should rename it to a better name. Oh, greetings, my lord. Oh, so Grover Tully, the Muppet. I'm not insulting him. He's actually one of the Muppets. Of the line of Elmo. So Lord Brandon, the Darkfish, comes to swear fealty. Yes, because once the Lord of the House dies, the new Lord has to come and swear fealty. So he's making the trip down from the Riverlands and will bend the knee to King Daemon, the first of his reign. Okay, so we do have a faction mounting against us. Lord Benjen the Worthy. Damn, the Master of Law looks like he could be declaring his independence. Corlys might be supporting him on the side. Same with the High Septon. And the Martells are obviously sympathetic. We do need a new steward because our died. Lord Gendry died of old age at 67. I think we'll allow Tymond Lannister to hold the position. The Lannisters do tend to hold the Master of Coin position quite often. They're usually best suited for it. Oh, we've been declared war upon. A small minor house, House Wheaton, down in the Stepstones. A small pirate crew has declared war. Okay, so let's send the army just to deal with them. I'm sure it's not going to be too difficult for Daemon, who can muster nearly 28,000 soldiers. There's going to be 9,000 there, so let's move south. Rhaenyra still continuing the war tome. Oh, this time around we're going to be able to get a bunch more. Oh, so Lord Harold has become my Master of Law. Interesting. Okay. So, oh my god, we're losing 20 gold. That's so much. It's just because when you call all the banners, you do go into debt. You can make sure that you don't grab everyone you need. But it's just easier to do. Raise all. Nice, and we've won a quick, swift victory. We will need to pay back that debt from the Iron Bank, which isn't too much. And Sir Warwick is now unlanded. Hunting Kingsguard. Okay, your Kingsguard, Stefan Darkland, spends much of his time that isn't at your side, but in the Royal Wood. Why is he in the Kingswood? Taking full advantage of his privilege. Stefan has become known to cite your foresters and gamekeepers. Okay, so Stefan Darkland in this alternative timeline doesn't want to tame a dragon. He's just hunting beasts. Good. Bring me a big buck to eat. Lost in thought. My son Aegon is unusually calm as a child. When others played wild games, Aegon withdraws into a silent corner. He does not speak, but I can tell he is thinking about something. Pensive. Okay, so he's contemplating. Nice. He might be a strategic and quiet king, like the good King Jaehaerys. That'd be nice. We need a new Grand Maester, as Grand Maester Runesighter has passed away of old age at 72. Grand Maester Kenron has now been appointed at the conclave in the Citadel. The Grey Rats are going to send a new Grand Maester. Oh, but here we go. We have a war in Westeros. The Iron Throne is at a state of war. We should send ravens to the great houses. What's happened? Oh, I see a Stark banner in the bottom right. Let's call the banners. No, you got to be kidding me. Benjen Stark, I hereby declare myself King of the North. I shall acknowledge my free and independent rule. Signed, King Benjen of the North. I've also brought the Strongs of Adenor with me. Well, that's going to complicate things. The Master of Law has abandoned. Oh, that's why then, because he went north. Dismissed. Okay, so some of the houses are going to send troops. I guess some are going to refuse, but the Arryns are with us, the Hightowers as well. We should be able to win this one. Going north to bring the Starks to heel. We've got dragons. We've got so many dragons after all. However, they do have the power of the old gods, potentially. Okay, well, let's rally the banners. We are starting... The army was in the Stepstones before, dealing with that small little war and the Martell War. So let's move back to King's Landing. Let's march up the neck through the crossing and then fight in the north for Winterfell. Well, we're going to leave this one on a cliffhanger, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2 of this Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones House of the Dragon campaign. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming out the exact same time tomorrow, where we're going to have this war against the Starks. Well, will any other houses betray us? We might sit a Targaryen on the seat of Winterfell, but it looks like there is a war between ice and fire. Like and subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions. Comment for the algorithm. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.